this particular visit by the one-time royals, Harry and Meghan, clearly left and really did trouble our brand new Prince of Wales, His Royal Highness Prince William. But what happened, and more importantly, why has it left him baffled? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company today. And that particular building behind me there is none other than the infamous Raymond Review Bar. For those that came to London in the 60s and 70s, the illuminated sign really said something about the darker side of London. Sadly, Mr. Raymond has now passed on, but his daughter keeps the memory alive with that illuminated sign. It's a far more respectable area now. And of course, if you came to London and you haven't been for a while, shall we say it's dramatically changed? We'll just leave it there. But of course, for many eras, the Soho, which is this area, was always depicted in films as dark, grimy, full of crime, and full of a lot of other things too. But we'll park that one there too. Back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. You know, when you look back at this particular footage and you see Harry and Meghan and of course Catherine and William outside looking at the floral tributes outside Windsor, you could have hoped for better things, you know. And then of course the day after, when you saw that William very graciously allowed Meghan and Harry to walk past and be seated first before Catherine and himself, a lot of people said that was a kind gesture. Actually, it's royal protocol. They should have been seated last. Everyone knows that. But, you know, to the outside public, people know that, well, at least he was trying to be courteous. But things had moved on, even behind the scenes of that royal walkabout. And here's why. According to a very good source, and, you know, it's interesting because these people are at the very heart of the problems within the monarchy. You know, when you think, you could have imagined that given this terrible situation that we all found ourselves in here in England and around the world following the sad demise of our wonderful monarch, things could have changed, you know, things could have maybe got for the better. But seemingly, you know, even though Harry and Meghan were here unexpectedly, because of course the deal that they had was to fly back after the Well Child, you know, awards, they were not going to be staying in England. They didn't have time to visit our monarch. You know, they were on a flying visit to visit the charities that they loved, several very close to their heart apparently, or that was the PR blurb. Moving forward though, you know, according to a good spy, William was open to some kind of chat, you know. But the bigger problem that William has is this. Given those infamous books, interviews, television sort of conversations, everything that keeps spilling out, and, you know, even one less than a month ago with Meghan revealing so many things in that now infamous chat with the Cut magazine, William has just been left baffled by his younger brother and has told a source that he doesn't recognise the man that Harry's become, because before you could at least reason with him and be rational and explain, well, you know, do you not find this a bit odd or that a bit odd, or should that really be happening, that sort of thing. Now, when apparently he's tried to broach these things, whether that be directly or through people, Harry will have none of it. It's everybody else's fault, not theirs. And as ever, we have to say allegedly. So you can understand really why William feels he's at a crossroads, as does Catherine, because, you know, before they were both very close to Harry. Obviously, they had a good friendship, a great bond. But seemingly now, no matter what they say, unless they're included as a twosome, Harry and Meghan do not want to have these informal conversations, as we pointed out. The background to Meghan wanting to chat with King Charles, well, it's quite simple really. I think she felt that she'd maybe be able to make a breakthrough rather than the now so-called mediator that Harry had suggested with Camilla, who apparently, according to legend, spilt her tea, as one can imagine. But moving forward, truthfully, William was open to some kind of chat, a way forward, particularly, as I say, in these dark times. But Harry, without Meghan, is simply not willing to listen, and more importantly, not listening to what's been said within the worldwide media. And that leaves the Prince of Wales incredibly sad, but more importantly, baffled. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.